Radical.
The next Xbox system. There will be another Xbox system. What we don't know is if it's going to be a hybrid type, if it's going to be made by someone other than Microsoft, but then they'll get that little X and stamp an X on it and call it an Xbox. We don't know that. What we do know is the next Xbox is going to be very, very, very pricey. This is a statement by Sarah Bond from Xbox. She had an interview with Mashable, and she said, when asked about future consoles, she said, I'm going to do it in a fancy, rich person voice. The next gen console is going to be a very premium, very high-end, and curated experience. You're starting to see some of the thinking we have in this handheld, the Raleigh Xbox X Xbox Raleigh X. But I don't want to give it all away. I'll give it all away. Microsoft is smoking some good fucking shit if they think they can have any possible future success with the same people back in 2001 that put down, what was it, like $400, maybe less, for an original Xbox system. Those people that put down money to play the first Halo, Dead or Alive, a lot of other interesting games on that system, a graphically superior system to the PlayStation 2. If she thinks that those same people that put down under $500 for a system when Xbox originally came out, the same people that put down under $500 for an Xbox 360, and a decent amount of people that put down $500 for an Xbox One, and a little bit less that put down money for a Series X, probably sold more Series S's. If she thinks those same people are the kind of high-end people that are going to want to spend well over $1,000 on a console, man, give me some of what she's smoking. That's some good shit. That gets you blazed. That puts you on your ass, that shit she's smoking right now. Let me explain something to you, Sarah Bond, okay? People that are into Xbox, people that are part of that ecosystem, they want a console. That's what they want. A basic, simple console. Those people, they might like the option to play some Steam games and some PC stuff. But the people that you are trying to talk to and explain these things to, they're not exactly high-end people. They're fucking console gamers, all right? There is a level to which people will actually put down and spend money on a situation where they will play Xbox games. There's a reason Nintendo, even though they're kind of greedy, most definitely, there's a reason Nintendo isn't releasing a $1,000 fucking system. It's because Nintendo knows their people. Yeah, they'll overcharge you on the accessories, and they still have some $80 games, but they know there's certain levels. Microsoft seems to be in a situation when it comes to Xbox is they don't understand why they got successful in the first place with Xbox, why they were able to be a competitor with PlayStation and Nintendo. It's because they focused on games like Halo, Gears, Forza, and then Fable, and they focused on games that they thought gamers might want to play. They made a affordable system, and it worked very well, and they got a following. I didn't mean to go this long. I said it, I didn't mean to go this long. I wanted to be like shorter and everything, but I get caught in these Xbox rants because I'm one of these people. I'm one of these people that just likes traditional Xbox consoles. I don't even like the ones without a fucking disk drive. Just give me an Xbox with a disk drive and call it a fucking day. Just something small form factor. That's all I need. There's nothing wrong with the Series X. You know what was wrong with the Series X? They delayed Halo Infinite a whole year. So a lot of people interested in getting the next Halo on a Series X didn't. What the hell? You know, there's no system seller. There's no thing pushing that. And also there's been a lack of, and now there's no exclusive games. So you keep making these decisions, Microsoft, and it doesn't make any long-term sense unless your idea is you're going to turn the Xbox into a gaming computer, a small form factor gaming computer. And then that's who you actually want to advertise to. That's the people you want playing Xbox, is the PC gaming master race. Well, here's some news for you, Sarah. Those people already are building their PCs. Those people don't give a shit about a $1,000 plus gaming console, okay? Those people are already invested in building their PCs, getting graphics cards, all kind of stuff. You're going to have a small niche audience when you need, if you want to keep up the Game Pass numbers, at least, I guess that's their focus now. If you want to keep selling video games to people, then you need a traditional fucking console. This is why Xbox is completely out of touch and they're losing ground to Sony and to Nintendo. Sony and Nintendo understand where their bread is buttered. They know who the mainstream gamer is, at least when it comes to console. There's PC gamers and then there's console gamers. That's basically how it's always been. The higher price points for the high-end user has always built their PCs. But now everything's flipped over. And now you have these gaming systems like the $800 2 terabyte Galaxy Black whatever Xbox edition. It's even more expensive than the PlayStation 5 Pro. You have these systems getting closer and closer and closer to 1,000, and now the ROG Ally X, 1,000 plus tax if you want that. What was their other statement? Oh, okay, you should, see, what else did she say about it? Give me a second here. I gotta have my fucking self. Oh, yeah. I did say it. You're starting to see some of the thinking we have in the handheld for the next gen. Some of the thinking is, if that's all of the thinking, then you're going to have just basically a combination hybrid PC Xbox. So there won't even be another next-gen Xbox. It'll basically be a PC running fucking Windows with an Xbox app or whatever, you know. That's completely out of touch. People are not going to like that. If you release the next Xbox, even if it looks like a traditional Xbox, but the minute you plug it in, you have to do all these fucking updates and all this computer shit, that's going to draw a lot of people off. You know, and you might say, well, those people have already left. Not all those people have left. There's a lot of people out there that still want to buy traditional Xbox consoles. As crazy as it sounds, as much as you think, Microsoft has tried to run those people off. That's still, I think, the bread and butter for Xbox, whatever you see as Xbox right now. But their future vision seems to be completely opposite of that. They're trying to get into game streaming. They're trying to put your Xboxes in TVs. They'll have, you know, all this shit that's taking them away from their main customer base, as it's always been, which is console gamers. I think perfectly fine if Microsoft wants to do all this side stuff, but you have to stick to your main base of people. You got to stick to those Xbox console gamers. You have to take care of those people. And slowly but surely, you've been overlooking those people. And a lot of it started when you started to say that console exclusives don't matter. And you went back on that shit. Man, I really didn't mean this to be a long commentary. Damn it. I wanted to have this be like 4 or 5 minutes. But granted, I'm going to end the commentary here because I'm just ranting about some things I ranted about before. It turned into a rant, as sometimes often do, because I personally feel something. I feel something here. My favorite system of all time, for some of you that don't know and they're new, Xbox 360. We are far removed from those glory days, baby. I still play my 360 because I think back. And I smile when I think about the good days of 360. Now we're in the shit days of Microsoft. And nothing I say is going to change that. They just seemed completely more and more out of touch with the people they're trying to actually sell these devices to.